Before Zeus, before Mount Olympus, before the Titans, there was nothing. No light, no warmth, no time, just chaos, the endless void. Then from this emptiness, 5 figures emerged, 5 gods. 5 primordial deities whose very essence predated the universe. We have no true stories of these. Gods, only scattered myths and ambiguous origins. But we know their names. We know their powers. We know what they represented. He married his sister, Rhea, and together they ushered in a golden age of peace and prosperity. But Kronos also heard prophecies about his future. How one of his children would steal his throne. To prevent such an outcome, he swallowed each child Rhea bore, thinking to devour their power within him. But Rhea hid her last child away and tricked Kronos with a rock wrapped in swaddling. When she went to give him their 6th child, Zeus, Kronos swallowed her offering whole, but Zeus grew in secret, hidden from his father, until the time was right. Then he returned to the court, and with a trick and a Titan's strength, forced Kronos to vomit up his siblings, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon. Together, they rallied the other Titans, the Hecatonchires, the Gigantomachy, the one-eyed race who fought on the side of the Titans, so the war began. The Titanomachi, 10 years of battles, lightning against mountains, earthquakes against the sky. But Zeus and his siblings fought with the strength of new life, and in the end, the gods won. Kronos and the Titans lost, and in his fear, he acted. He pressed down on Gaia, holding her down, keeping his children trapped inside her womb. Poseidon took over the seas, and Hades claimed the underworld. And then the world began anew. Under their rule, the earth took shape. Mountains rose, valleys fell. Oceans boiled and froze. Animals roamed the land. And people appeared, mortals who would live and die under the watchful eyes of the gods. And that's where our stories usually begin, with the Olympians in control, the heroes rising. But we have to remember that everything began with the primordials. All those stories happened because of the events that unfolded in that first age. Because even the gods weren't perfect. They were reflections of us, our greatest triumphs and our cruelest flaws. And their actions set in motion the events that created the world we know. The monsters, the heroes, the love, the war, the joy, the tragedy. It's all there in the myths, if we just take the time to look and really listen. In this position, Gaia suffered. For eons, her cries echoed through the void. And in that sound, her youngest son, Kronos, heard his mother's sorrow. And as a boy, he felt his mother's pain as his own. So Kronos forged a weapon, a sickle made of adamant, hard and strong. And one night, when Uranus laid down beside Gaia, all heavy with the weight of the sky, Kronos struck. He castrated his foe, severing Uranus from his position. The blood spilled out, dripping into the earth below. From this, the Furies sprang, spirits of vengeance, born of rage. And some tellings say at the same moment, Aphrodite sprang from the sea foam, born of the scent of the blood, the first beautiful woman. And if we really listen to what little the ancients told us, we can hear echoes of a forgotten time, a time before creation. So let's rewind time itself and get to the beginning. Who were the first beings? First, there was chaos, the formless void, the infinite abyss. But from this nothingness, something stood. Gaia, the earth, the first solid thing to exist. She pushed up from the darkness and stretched as far as anything could in that empty space. She hung in the void, a beacon of substance, but still she was alone. So Gaia reached out, grabbed onto the closest thing she could find, and wed herself to Uranus, the sky. Their union brought forth the first children, 3 monstrous races, the Titans, the Cyclops, and the Giants. And Gaia hid them close, protecting them inside her vast body. But Uranus grew afraid. He heard prophecies of his children's power. He felt their strength thundering within Gaia. Now, with Uranus gone, Kronos took his place. Becoming king of the Titans, Kronos was dragged down to Tartarus, forever bound in chains, and Zeus ascended to become king of the gods. Ruling from Mount Olympus,